Hey all, congrats on seat time waiver season being winding down. That's awesome. We have some things I really think we need to work on for second trimester, some changes that need to be made in order for our students to find some success. The first thing I think is cell phones. I think that we've all kind of talked about this. My idea is that we implement a policy similar to the high school. We use the next couple weeks to notify students that this is going to happen. It is going to be tough. Obviously, it's going to be really hard. We're going to be met with a lot of resistance. I think maybe some longer breaks between classes might help this, but I think we need to figure out how to get this going. We have too many students who come in and sit on Snapchat or on their phone or whatever for probably the majority of the time that they're there, and really, especially during seat time waivers, it's pretty hard to slow that down. But we're going to have some more time on our hands in the next couple months. And I think it's important that we do something with cell phones. So if you've got ideas, I, let's hear them. We need to do this. Next up is academic probation. We used to have a policy for this many moons ago, but we got to find a way to hold students accountable. There's so many kids that we have that are coming weekly. Cole Duncan, I talked to him today. He's got 30% total completed since he started. Now he was at the high school for about 3 or 4 weeks, but he's not participating. He's clicking buttons when he's at school and not at all elsewhere. There's got to be something we can do to get these kids going. Part of it might be encouraging those who have and celebrating that, but also we've got to have some kind of measures in place if you're not being successful. I think that those things need to take place. Cell phone policy and some kind of academic probation plan need to happen, or else we're going to have very low rates of success because our first try rate is going to be very low. We have few kids that have completed multiple classes, let alone one. On a plus side, I will share with you all a trick I learned today. If you go to your Kickstand enrollment report, and let's say I wanted to do some grading of or reviewing of assignments in a social studies class. So I'm going to look for a social studies class. I can find Skylar's government class. So it doesn't matter that it's Skylar, because what I want to do is just look at all of the reviews I need for government. This quick actions tab right here that comes up when I click on government. I click on this and it tells me all the things that need to be done. So there's assessment reviews. And then, so Logan had this assessment review from yesterday. I can click on this little blue button here and it takes me right to it if it loads. So now I can scroll down and I can see that it requires review, and I can see all the short answers and I can review it that way. I know we all know how to review things, so I'm not going to go through that now. But I think this is a cool way to get to the course so we can find ways in which we can find the ones that need to be reviewed. I think that this email thread can be the beginning of, instead of having a meeting, I think we can start talking about cell phones. I think we can start talking about academic probation ideas, and also keep in the back of your mind if we want to consider a field trip of any kind this year, something else we can include in the conversation. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening.